Buying 2 O's every time that I drive by. Diamond flexing, baby, no one gotta drive by. Sucking dick every time that she get high. My nigga got arrested on the fucking worst night. Goddamn it, nigga, how the fuck you get a DUI? Goddamn it, nigga, how the fuck you get a murder charge?
Dwayne, man, we back, man. First, we gotta thank everybody for showing love. I gotta always say that thanks for I'm starting every video. I gotta say thank you for everybody, man. This means a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? I started out with nobody even thinking about my motherfucking shit. Then boom, people watching it, people requesting more shit. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all of it. The hate too, you know, because the hate actually helps. The dislike actually helps, you know. So I'm not calling you a hater. You have your own opinion. That's cool. But today, I had somebody recently hit me up on Instagram about Fortnite, and how he seen how I pointed out that months ago how I pointed out Fortnite is sold out. He said, hey man, I seen one of your videos about the cube, and then it has gotten worse on Fortnite. It is shown different different levels of how much they have sold out to the Illuminati. And before I move further about Fortnite and its association with you know, the occult they're part of, let me dive into how the fact that it's in every form of media. There was an episode on SpongeBob where SpongeBob and Squidward was in like a Masonic cult, and it's kind of like, it's something similar to like how the Masons was. And SpongeBob also did the same gesture that Baphomet does, the same exact gesture that Baphomet does, which is, Baphomet is who, quote unquote, the Masons worship, and the Knights of Templars worship Baphomet. And the Knights of Templars are basically, the Masons are basically the Knights of Templars, basically just different names. George Washington was a Mason, and he was seen doing the Baphomet, the same Baphomet hand gestures with one arm up and one arm down, which is basically a symbol of swiping everything. One arm up, one arm down is basically like, hey, we're gonna switch up everything. That's why, the same as the black and the white duality. So that's why you see, when you see Baphomet, he's he has breasts and a dick. He's both of them. Male is female, female is male. Good is bad, bad is good. That's what Baphomet stands for. And it's in every form of media. And I hate that the fact that Fortnite is geared towards kids, and they putting shit like that in kids, on kids, in a kids video game, like in a kids game. And people, we see this all the time. I played Batman Arkham Knight, which is one of my favorite games, and I knew that game was Illuminati. When I was playing it, there was certain posters on the wall where there'd be the eye, symbol of the eye. And when my homeboys came over and we was playing it, I said, look man, there's Illuminati in the game. He like, man, you love Illuminati, man. You always obsessed with that shit. Because I'm always pointing it out, because it's in every form of media. When you first turn on Grand Theft Auto 5, the very first intro to the mission where you meet the nerd guy who's in his room, he has a picture of the one eye on the very back of the wall. And I knew Grand Theft Auto was sold out in the game, because they always did the one eye, you know, symbolism and shit, with all the females and show she's covering up. I think there is a few of them. I gotta look up the image. Grand Theft Auto is sold out to them as well. And that's kind of why I figured Fortnite had such a good push, and how it got so big, and how they're always getting the right, making the right moves, getting to the right connections, because that's all this Baphomet shit is. Is he real spiritually? When I seen him in the clouds, like I said, y'all watch one of my previous videos where I said the devil real. When I seen him in the clouds, that was like my indication that he's probably, there's a real spirit. Or did we create him through the word of mouth by us believing in him? Not us, but they have so much of a power. So many people worship and believe in him. They made him real, because us as human beings, we hold all the power. If everybody stopped believing in Jesus, Jesus wouldn't hold the power in the weight he has. He'd just be a name. Like if everybody just said, hey, we're going to wipe it out of history. 20, 30 years now, 100 years from now, he wouldn't have anything. And I call all this the Freddy Krueger effect. The Freddy Krueger effect is when everybody continues to talk about something and makes it almost real. And because the human tongue has a lot of power, you can speak things into existence to happen in your life. So I can speak something up. I've seen it happen where I would just be talking and it happens. the human tongue is very powerful. That's why we have so much power that we don't really know. We don't even know about it. That's why they show us shooting out. That's why they gotta have all this imagery of lasers and people flying, shooting lasers out the eyes, and people flying, and people having super strength and bringing people back from the dead, because that is their way of shadowing our true power, which is our voice, our actions. You know, if a human wanted to practice witchcraft, there's a lot you can do practicing witchcraft, speaking certain words into existence. To me, Christianity is a kind of a form of, like, just, I wouldn't say witchcraft, but you're drinking flesh, you're drinking blood and eating flesh. You can pray things into existence. You know, it's the same foundation as any other thing, like far as, say, voodoo. Voodoo, they chant stuff. And same thing with Christianity, you chant some things. So there's a correlation. I'm not trying to say Christianity is like voodoo, but I'm saying it's almost like the white mage of things. You don't know, you play like RPG games. There's the black mage who has the black magic and the white mage that heals. Well, I'll say Christianity is more of a white magic kind of thing, but it's not really magic, you know. But the human power, the human tongue is very powerful. And so with that being said, the Baphomet is just all networking. They all believe in him to get the different avenues. If I was to join them, I will meet a lot of different people. And it happens to be that way. And the reason why the most people who are powerful believe in Baphomet is because it's hard to get rich and success without being 100% good. You have to do somebody dirty eventually to be at the top. You're going to get further into the being rich by shitting on people, doing dirty shit, up the ladder. There's not one person who's a billionaire who hasn't shitted on somebody. And if you're fully indoctrinated in that shit, there's more of a like it, because you don't give a fuck who you fuck over. All you want is the success. So let's continue to move forward with the whole Fortnite thing. That's why I'm saying this is why Fortnite is such a big thing. They networked with the Baphomet and they got to the right avenues. Is the game that fun? Nah. For a multiplayer game to still be going as strong as Fortnite is right now, and still have the player base as it does, shows me that they're deep in something. Fortnite, the guy who sent it to me, I'm gonna shout his name out at the end of the video. He sent me some pictures of the images that appeared in the Fortnite video. He sent me some images, and in the video, and not in the video, in the pictures, one of the pictures there is the they have one of the guys throwing the Baphomet signs, the ones I was talking about earlier, with the one SpongeBob threw up, George Washington threw up. There's an image of that in the Fortnite game, and there's also another image of the pyramid in the trees, and there's also another one where they show where the guys, there's like a big pyramid where you can fight in, and there's also another image of the one-eye symbolism on a rock. It has the all-seeing eye, and that's one of their main logos. And I knew when season 6 hit, they sold out. Because on season 6 is when they had the guy covering his mask up like that. And I know when I seen that one-eye symbolism, I knew that. And if you watch most of your Hollywood posters, they always going to have somebody. It's going to always be a screen that have them just showing one eye. That's them showing their allegiance to their, you know, who they worship, you know, the Antichrist. So the Antichrist was supposed to come out with one eye. And I knew that they sold out then. And when I seen them have the cube in the game, I knew then from there that they sold out, because we all know that the cube is a representation of Satan. Satan comes from, the name derives from Saturn, the planet Saturn. And on the planet Saturn, they have on the top of it, which I don't know how they get these images. I think somebody's made all this shit up, because how can a camera, matter of fact, how can you send a camera to space and it floats that far to take pictures of shit and get that close? That's why I think they're all just, somebody just made all this shit up. Because I don't even think, I personally believe the earth is flat. Call it what you want. I'm one of those weirdos. And the flat earth is a dome over it, so it can't escape out of it. I don't really think you can even if there was a planet, and say we was in like the geocentric model, how can you send out a rocket to go out that far and travel that far into space accurately to take pictures on top of Saturn? You know, what telescope we have that can zoom in that far? But I'm sure there's images out there. I'm sure there's somebody who's way smarter than me, who studied way more than me, who can debunk everything I'm saying. And until they meet that person, and until they can fly me out of space, I would change my mind. But back to what I was talking about, Saturn, on top of it, there's a cube. And they use this cube to represent their god, Satan, okay? If you go to the holy Mecca, where everybody travels to in Islam, you will see the ark. It's like this big tower with this ark. And it's that crescent. The crescent you're going to see on top of the Mason's hat, the crescent moon. You're going to see the Egyptians had a crescent on their head. That crescent, it was also in the Lord of the Rings. The Lord of the Rings, inside the crescent was the all-seeing eye. The Lord of the Rings, I can do a video on that as well. If y'all want to see me break down the Lord of the Rings, on how the Lord of the Rings was quote unquote Illuminati based, I can break that down as well, but we'll do that in a later video. But in the holy Mecca, where everybody travels to, there's a black cube that they all worship and surround. And they come out, the people that come out are really the guys who are causing a lot of turmoil. Remember the picture with Donald Trump and the Saudi Arabian guy, all of them touching the planet? And it's that dude in the middle, the Saudi Arabian guy. He's one of the main ones. And it's a lot of those Arabic people are some of the main ones pushing the agenda. And so when that picture represented was the Arabics, I don't want to just talk about Arabic people. I'm not had nothing against y'all. I just have no other form of words to express who the guy who was in the Jeep, who had the little, I don't know the correct word. I don't want to offend nobody, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want nobody thinking I'm being very racist here. But the guy that what it was showing you is the people who rule the world. Donald Trump representing the Rothschilds, and what was the other guy's name? I know it's the Rothschilds. What's the and Rockefeller? He represents those. The guy with the hijab, he's the Arabic guy, and there was a third guy to the left. I can't remember that, but they all was touching the world. And that cube is where they all, and the guy with the thing on his head, the thing is called a hijab. I don't know. I don't want to be fucking up y'all terms. So a lot of people watch this shit. So he's the one who comes out of the cube, and they represent Holy Mecca. That cube is everywhere. I posted a video that is my previous videos where the cube is everywhere. So when I seen the cube in Fortnite, I knew that they sold out. And when the guy who sent me the images showed me that all these crazy images, I'm like, what the fuck? And there's a banner, the rarest banner in the Fortnite game has the all-seeing eye. And if you look at that logo, it looks like the Baphomet. It has the same exact horns and everything. It looks just like the Baphomet. And I want to go back, touch back on the logo with the guy who's throwing the Baphomet gestures. Has a goat head and everything. And my thing is, why are they putting in the game? And here's for people who wants to come on here and say, hey, guy, you're just making this up. Why do they put this in so many forms of media? That's my question to you. How is it, if you want to sit down with me, if you really want to sit down with me, or you really want to sit down and talk about this, I can point out every form of media, from video games to music videos to cartoons to books, to where all this shit is in there. Why is it always in there? My son has a book at home. I'm going to take a picture of when I get home. When I add this in this video, he has a book. And in the book, they have a case, and the case is 666. There's so many different numbers you could have chose. Why are they choosing that one? Why are these video game companies putting a goat head guy throwing a Baphomet signs that correlates directly to the Baphomet? Why? What is their point? There's so much creativity. I have a lot of stories built up in my head. Not once did I think about making an all-seeing eye thing. Not once if I said, hey, let's do a character with this goat guy, you know? It's for them to even put this shit in the simplest thing like SpongeBob. It's like crazy. And it really fucks me up how blatant this stuff is. And but they put this stuff in video games, so when a dude like me talks about it, a very educated individual, say you meet a guy who's making $200,000 a year. He has a real estate company. He has better things to do with his time, what I'm saying. And he hears a weirdo loser guy like me come up to him. Hey man, they're putting shit in Fortnite. You can see it, it's in The Simpsons. He's like, oh, you're talking about The Simpsons? I have real life shit going on, pal. So that's why they put that shit in media, So when a weirdo like me talks about it, you're going to completely shut it down, especially if you have shit going on. My mom loves this movie called Maleficent. Maleficent is the Baphomet. If you look at the bitch, Maleficent has the horns and the fucking wings, dressed in all black. I didn't watch the movie. I said that bitch Illuminati. My mom said, oh, here you go, this Illuminati shit. Here you go, Illuminati shit. It's in every form of media. And I really hate this. That's really how it's going, man. And they putting the shit in front of kids, and it's like, it's almost like they don't even give a fuck. But let me just think for a second, man. There was a topic I wanted to hit on that had something to do with the Transformer movies. Oh, that's another video. I was gonna touch on cloning. That's for another video. My next video I'm gonna do is about Kodak Black being a clone, and how many of your favorite artists are clones, and how very far ahead of time they are with cloning. One thing I want to let you guys know is that we are in the stuff they have out now is stuff they been had out. Like this phone I'm recording on, this thing is probably created probably in the 60s and 70s, but they know when to drop this shit. They know when to bring it out. In the Transformers movie where they was on the move, they found Megatron, they was getting technology from him and they kept putting it out. That was real. That's really what's going on. They're using technology. They have technology already made from years ago that they're just gonna put out slowly, gradually. And all their job right now is to plant little ideas in our minds so when it finally drops, we're comfortable with it. So that's their main thing. That's why in the 80s they had talking watches. So by the time it comes out now, we're already comfortable with it. You know, that's why, and I'm telling you, this stuff's been going on for years. They're very advanced with their technology, but that's for another video. And it's gonna pretty much conclude this video. I'm gonna probably post some more, but I really had to put this out. I'm gonna shout out the guy who sent me his information. I forgot his Instagram name. I can follow him on Instagram. I'm gonna put it in the end of the video. But again, I appreciate everybody watching. I'm just a guy who's just been studying Illuminati for years, man. I've been a weird old dude who's been studying this shit. When I found out about it on the dollar bill, I was obsessed with it, so I just started reading about it. Same way as somebody who read all the 4 Harry Potter books, you know, they just loved the shit, they read all of them, so I just kept reading on it. But thanks for everybody supporting, thanks for everybody watching. I really appreciate everybody showing love. Everybody, I hope y'all enjoy y'all have the best day of your lives. I hope y'all live to be the greatest people ever. Try to do something good every day. And depression, anxiety, don't let that shit get to you. Try to find a way out of it. When I'm down and depressed, and I think that's something I probably suffer from, depression and anxiety. I don't know, I'm not diagnosing myself, but I do know is I have days where I'm like, yo, I'm upset for no reason. I have to go exercise and listen to music. So find you a way that makes something that makes you feel really good. And whenever you feel down, chase that. So I really want everybody to try to live their best life. And I want to thank everybody for watching. God bless everyone. Y'all be safe. Take care.
Nightmare from my dreams, life ain't what it seems. I don't know, I don't care about your means. Money over everything, let it go. How my kids going to eat? Might have to find my peace, so there's gonna be no peace. Might try different techniques, might go against my beliefs. Lord save me.